Next game on. Rising sophomores. Jake Vaughn with the ball. St. Mark's. Down to Brody Lowry from Rockwall. This is another. There's definitely some guys out on the field here. Spencer Haddock from Capel. Ooh.
You can tell the pace of play in this game is going to be a little quicker than the last game.
A little more explosive. A couple of rising juniors on the field. A couple of rising freshmen on the field. Here's Brody Lowry.
Now you mentioned he's from Great Take. Oh, they'll call him in the crease, or
Looks like they gave it to him.
all right. He's from Rockwall.
Yep,
That's an up-and-coming program, right?
absolutely. Rockwall, they've got some quality players. We've got a bunch of them, several players on our rosters. New coach, Coach LaBelle, coming to us from Austin. He's moved up and he's assumed the coaching duties at Rockwall. So they've got a nice youth program, nice foundation, and they've got some guys. So it'll be interesting to watch them continue to improve. Guy with the ball right now, Brooks Anderson. He is definitely small in stature, but I assure you by the end of the game he will score a goal because people lose him and he has the softest hands. Nice little dodge there. AJ Vanden Dysel from Southlake.
You can see a lot of this box infusion with that Southlake player, and I'm sure you'll see this with Nakai Montgomery as well from ESD. A lot of the lean-ins. Oh, Nakai Montgomery on cue.
Just like that, we've won the race to Nifty. Nakai beat him topside, lefty, off hit. Bryce Adams, not there. Nakai, he's scored a couple goals before. So 35 goals, 10 assists on his freshman campaign. Talk to us about Nakai Montgomery, Coach.
Yeah, I've had the privilege of coaching him and being around him for the last 3 seasons, 7th grade, 8th grade, and obviously he just finished his 9th grade year. And I always knew that as he got older that he was going to be a special player for us on varsity. I wasn't quite aware of how quickly that was going to happen. And then I remember coming up here, there's a lot of home games in the fall for the football team, and he is a running back and a slot wide receiver for the football team. And he worked his way into the starting lineup for varsity as a freshman on the football team. So I was able to see a lot of his moves and athletic prowess in the football field, and it was kind of just a matter of time once we began the lacrosse season. He worked his way up into the first midfield line pretty much right away. So
yeah, he's a solid player. He was a lot of fun to watch this last season. Be interested to see how he continues to develop, and there's no doubt that he will. Here's Casey Wasserman carrying the ball. Casey Wasserman, the younger Wasserman, guarded right now by Jonathan Robbins. Coach, I want you to watch this guy, Jonathan Robbins. He's off ball right now.
Yeah, he's from Plano, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's Tran, man. Ooh, Quinn Binney, rising freshman with a nice little pickup. Quinn Binney is a quarterback for the Woodlands. He can throw the football 60 yards.
That's about 50 yards more than I can.
Yes, that's far.
Yeah.
He can throw the ball far. Nice little, I'd like to carry the other side, not into everybody.
Oh, Casey Wasserman
With some physicality.
with a little weight room play there is what we like to call that.
Yep. This is Spencer Haddock. Look at that. This guy right here, Luca Fasula from Klein. Wasserman trying to get a little garbage goal there. Jonathan Robbins from Plano. He he does it a little different. He's pretty good. Got to pick up higher than that.
Oh, Makai Montgomery registering a second goal early on in the game.
Yep, Carson Newman got to stop the ball because Nakai not scared to shoot.
Makai Montgomery's in kind of a crazy but fun time right now. He is, in my opinion, a blue chip recruit, and it's being shown by the amount of interest that big-time Division I college coaches are exhibiting in him right now.
I'm sure. He's
which is crazy because he just turned 15 years old about 5 days ago.
Yeah. His 2014 campaign was at 14 years old.
Yep.
Ryan Karate, a coach's son. Good job moving the ball through X. Brody Lowry with the force there. Want to enjoy that a little bit more. Here's Luke Milliken. He's another very capable freshman.
Oh,
watch out!
Turf Monster got down there.
Yeah, that's tripped over a line. That's tough.
We've all been there though before.
Yep. These things that. Oh, here's Jake Vaughn. Rising sophomore out of St. Mark's. Trey Foster, rising junior out of St. John's. Ethan Gant out of Kingwood. Nice little find.
A good hustle there by Luke Milliken. Oh, they're going to reward him with the ball. Luke Milliken, another 2017, another freshman that made a huge impact in the Dallas Division I district this season for Southlake.
He's way solid. Pretty good job riding there by Ethan Gant. Not a good turnover there.
Here's our first view of, look at it. We got Paxton Marks from ESD starting with the ball.
Yep.
Lefty, long stick midi. Can also play midfield and attack. Dishes it to Ethan Gant.
Kingwood player. He started as a freshman. He had a pretty solid season. Nick Greenberg, rising freshman. Some of our rising freshmen from the last game are now in this rising game. It's good to allow them to kind of compete against the older guys because a lot of them are definitely talented athletically. Oh my.
Spencer Haddock looks like he's got an unreal first step off the dodge.
Definitely explosive. Give me that.
Great check by Christian Viracola from ESD. Physical play by Spencer Haddock. Wow.
Get that kid off the field.
You gotta love. I love that.
I love it too.
Yeah.
He's just.
That's you can't really coach aggressiveness.
No.
Yeah.
I love Spencer. He's a great kid. He's hilarious. See if they can clear it the right way. Got him.
They might be dealing with some sun shadow issues in the first part of this game here.
Yep, I would agree. There's Jacob Pekelniak out of Straight Jesuit.
Ooh.
Weight room.
Wow. Straight overhand rip, bouncer, top shelf.
The truck stick right there. Man, Jacob Pekelniak. Straight Jesuit. There's a lot of players from a lot of programs out here today. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, a lot of them will be over there at the T99 event tomorrow. getting looks. Coach Byrne does a great job of getting. I think this year it's over 140 different college recruiters to the great state. It's definitely the largest number of college coaches.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm also under the impression that it's really the kickoff of the summer recruiting season for those college coaches as well.
Yep.
Being that this is the first weekend after the National Championship Memorial Day weekend.
Yep. It's the unofficial kickoff to the recruiting season.
I think you know that how T99 is such a great event due to the fact of all the coaches that return year after year after year. Obviously, they're getting something out of it, and I think the Texas players are obviously proving that they're worthy of being recruited by anybody now.
Yep. There's quality players out there from the great state. Luca Fasula looks the part.
Yeah. Where is Klein?
Klein's in Houston.
Klein's in Houston?
Yeah. Houston suburb. Oh my.
Is that Wasserman? Oh. Great play, great move. Take a couple more steps to glory there.
I don't think I've seen Jonathan Robbins just fall like that in a long time.
Oh. Sean Tran, number 2 here for United on the ride.
This is Quinn Binney rising.
Little hesitation, fake. Oh. Luke Milken's got some quick hands, huh?
Oh yeah. Luke Milliken is.
Do you know who his goalie coach is at South Lake?
I heard he's a jerk. Just kidding. Tremendous person, Coach Lynch. He's here somewhere. He's here. Low profile.
Yeah.
Oh my. Carson Roman with the deflator.
Yep.
Gets to the rack. Rockwall.
Yeah. We've been saying Rockwall a lot this first half. So you said they have a brand new coach for this upcoming 2015 season?
Mm-hmm. Yep, he just moved in. He's just getting settled in.
Nice.
He's going to do a good job there. It's like we got a coach on the field right now. We've got coach reffing at this point, and I kind of like it because they can add value immediately onto the field. This isn't for the national championship, so I don't think that there'll be too many crazy penalties. Although that was a pretty clean game. There weren't too many penalties in that game either. What'd you think of the national championship? Pretty interesting.
Yeah. Talk about it's used a lot. It might be a cliche now, but I think the best way to sum it up is that was definitely a game of runs.
Yep.
Duke looked like they were going to handle it pretty easily in the early portion there, and then even in the beginning of the second half. And then Duke, just like they wouldn't quit against Albany in the quarterfinals. I'm sorry, Notre Dame, just like they wouldn't quit against Albany in the quarterfinals. Obviously shows that they have a lot of fight in them, and they crawled back to get it within one. And then obviously I think it was Jordan Wolf who stuck the empty netter to kind of seal the deal about 30 seconds ago in the game. But I just think that both teams have a lot of great players, great coaches, and I don't think they're gonna. I think we're gonna be seeing Duke Notre Dame in the equation for years to come.
Yeah.
How about you, Coach? What do you think?
I was just really like Duke's weave motion.
Oh yeah, the picket fence.
Yes, it was awesome, and it gave Notre Dame a lot of trouble. And huge fan of number 50 for the Irish, Cavanati.
Yep.
There's AJ Vanden Diesel. He's quick.
I coached AJ at 3D Blue Chip in Florida. Texas kid all the way in Florida.
Yep. He's a good player. Definitely some quality rising sophomores on the field. The first half was definitely kind of sloppy in the last game. And it's kind of tightened up here as well.
Well, looks like the Kai's going to play a little two-man game. No, decides against it. Are they shutting off? It looks like they might be shutting off. Vaughn from St. Mark's might be shutting off AJ Vandendyssel.
It's a
pretty bold move.
Yeah.
Showing a lot of respect. You gonna save it? Oh.
Second of 3 games for the Stick Star tribe here today. Rising game. Here's Blaine Bussey. Blaine Bussey needs to clean up that clearing game. We're going to work on that. A little whammy. Zach Carter, Allen defenseman. Moves it over to Brent Bishop from Memorial. Brent Bishop, usually a little more tidy. He's another quality rising sophomore defender. He's pretty good. Woo.
Oh,
This will take. Grayson Maggio out of Lake Travis. Casey Washman backing him down.
this is a great defensive possession here by DallasSelect. For the most part, they're owning the one-on-one matchups.
Yeah, it's got. Oh man, nice hand. Brody Lowry with early offense turnover. Nice handle there by Ian Horgan. Rising freshman out of Westlake. All 6 feet of him. Well, he's like, well, I don't like this matchup.
I'm not gonna lie, the Westlake helmet, the head wraps look a lot like the Texas Mustang head wraps. That's confusing me.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like they like it. It's a good little look. There's Maggio. Nice little take.
Once again, though, it looks like DallasSelect is kind of giving up the shots that you want to give up. United's having a tough time getting the ball within that 6-7 yard radius on the crease there. Oh.
Sheets. Oh man. I like to see these guys get a little nicer possession. It's been pretty frenetic for the DallasSelect guys. What is it, 3-2?
Good save by Milliken. Good step. Great GB there by, is that Jackson Shearer from the Woodlands?
Mm-hmm. Rising freshman.
Once again, I'm not liking, not as a opposing coach in the state of Texas, I'm not liking seeing what's coming up for the Woodlands here.
Yeah, they've definitely got some guys.
Yeah. A little scary to think what they're going to be like. And Kai Montgomery, third goal of the early evening here.
Early and often.
Yeah.
Early and often. Nakai Montgomery playing at his age level is pretty pretty tough. It's pretty tough.
His highlight film was just released in this past week, and I thought one of the most telling things that separates him was the shot locations. He's a guy that at 14 years old is changing his shot locations throughout a game.
Yeah.
Which obviously makes it very difficult for a goalie to get a good read on him.
Nice little flip. Better little possession.
Yeah.
Two rising freshmen on the field on offense right now for the DallasSelect group.
Good stick there by Brent Bishop.
Lefty.
It's tough to get those feeds through when the sticks are up in the passing lanes.
Oh, keep coming.
Looks like we're gonna. I spoke too soon. I thought we were gonna get some more end-to-end action here, like the first game.
A little transition.
Yep.
There's Luke Fisher. He's from Rockwall as well. He's not a nice little handle.
Cade Gibson.
Oh, little cross
Little
hand box.
handle. Look at these handles.
There's Ryan Thompson.
That's the one thing too. I think with the growth of the game, is not only in Texas but overall, is how defensemen can handle the ball just as good as an attackman now.
Yep.
In box, we talked about it earlier. That's box across is only helping that.
It's definitely a point of emphasis in our program. We use a lot of tennis balls as well. Definitely forces people to handle. All position, no position, especially in stick work. It's pretty important. There's Byrne Ledbetter from St. John's. That was a good move, but left it hanging. Look to clear it up. Luke Milliken doing a pretty good job. Christian Viricola. Luca Fasula. All name
I was
team
about to say all name team.
right away. Jacob Pekelniak.
Little known fact, Coach Crimmins, I was honored to be on the all-name team, Inside Lacrosse's first ever all-name team.
Yeah?
Just because of the relationship, the basketball coach. I remember him growing up from coaching Florida State, FSU.
Yeah.
A guy with the name of Pat Kennedy.
Yeah.
But he was currently the Towson coach in Baltimore. So I think that's. I was a little shocked. I didn't think Pat Kennedy was that interesting of a name, but in comparison to the others.
There's some pretty. Who was it? Deemer class.
Oh yeah.
That's all.
There was one with the first name was Stoddy Nibley or something. That was.
That's a name.
Something along those lines.
Ooh. Paxton Marks. He's the real deal.
Gotta love those left-handed poles.
We have several.
Yeah, is it Mr. Robbins from Plano lefty?
Yep, Robbins, Marks, and Brent Bishop are all lefty long sticks.
Mm-hmm.
One rising sophomore defenseman that isn't here, Grant Murphy. He's pretty solid player. He'll round out that group pretty nicely. That's a good job swinging the ball, Quinn Denny. That's a good double there. A lot of these guys are just getting done with exams, so this is kind of their first action since the season ended.
I think he might have lost that one in the sun there.
Yeah, that was tough. Would have liked to have seen Tom Sheets clear his man through before he went to the rack.
Yeah, west to east passes are going to be tough here.
Yeah. Matt Carter. He's another big kid. Rising sophomore. I was 5'1" when I was a rising sophomore, so I didn't look like any of these guys. I was more the Brooks Anderson route. Little guy with great hands on the crease.
Your parents mark it on a door?
On the door, yep.
There.
Yep. And then one summer we grew 7 inches, which was awesome. Ooh. Quinn Binney playing good defense.
No, I don't remember it myself, but my oldest son complains of growing pains.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
Growing pains,
Yep.
They're real. Kale Dow to Luke Fisher. Fisher with a little hitch. Over to Pekelniak. Moves it over to AJ Vanden Dyson. Here's the alley. Lefty on the run. Somebody got a piece. Somebody needs to be at X for the attackman. Jonathan Robbins won that matchup, and then this is where he's pretty good.
Oh, another stick there. Is that Jackson Shearer again?
Yeah. It's a nice little box fake by Quinn Binney. Would have liked to have seen him be ready to shoot after that. Don't want to really box fake and go right back to that guy, but that was still a good little good action. Oh, here we go. Finally a little two-man.
Oh.
Ramsey McCurry.
Ramsey. Remember him dominating in that first game.
Yep.
He's a shifty guy.
Ramsey McCurry had a really good 3D blue chip tryout. Nice outlet. Big development here in the press box. A little AC never hurt anybody. Kale down to Parker Phillips. Parker Phillips and Ethan Gant at the faceoff X. Kingwood and Rockwall. Nice little handle by Ethan Gant. He's a pretty explosive kid. He can move. Take care of the ball. What's that little, wait. That was almost like a twister, but a little loopy pass. Not really a huge fan. Some more coaches at the game. For Stickstar, it's all about creating exposure for the players in the great state. We did our live broadcast during the season. That's a nice little box rate. Oh, here we go. Ryan Thompson, rising freshman. We did our live streams this year, the state championship included, and there was definitely a viewership. So
yeah, didn't I hear it was hovering around 500?
Yeah,
for the state championship game.
500 plus. 500 plus, which is a lot for us, and we'll take it.
I've heard some great stories about some people that were just about to go into surgery or come out of surgery that were able to watch it from their hospital beds.
That's
Obviously couldn't make it down to the game. So
you can dial in on your phone.
Yeah.
In the future, right?
Ustream.
In the future, Ustream, jump on and check it out. Here's Burn Ledbetter. That's possible all names.
Yeah, definitely.
I can see a pick here.
Oh,
Ethan Gant. Two guys all over him.
tough to save one from about 5 yards out like that. We got a full head of steam.
Gotta send the slide early. What this does is it obviously also gives us a lot of film for us to break down and take a look at when we go on the road. There's actually these pretty amazing little Brookstone projectors. They're literally this big. And you just set them up on the tripod. Here's Wayne from McCreary. And last year we set it up. We used it a couple times. We used it in Denver to watch film. And then at King of the Hill, we actually watched the Blackhawks clinch the cup.
There you go. It's always a good team bonding.
That's right.
Moment. Do something along those lines.
One handful needs to put the stick on his outside hand.
The Stanley Cup and the NBA Finals provide some of those opportunities.
Yep.
Early on in the summer club circuit.
Well, this year we're going to have a little thing I like to call the World Cup.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Nice finish. Nice distribution by Nakai. He draws a lot of attention.
That was another moment where I'm glad he's on my side.
Yeah. Yep. Me too. Slap hands. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to have fun. We've got a lot of people watching here, which is pretty cool.
College coaches
Yep.
coming in more and more. I see crossing by us as well.
Trickling in. D1, D3, there's a MCLA. There's a spot for everybody. You just have to find it. It's all about the right spot.
Right fit, yes. We talk to our players all the time about making sure you find the right fit sometimes people get caught up in, well, what's the best lacrosse school that's recruiting me, or what's the best academic school that's giving me an offer. And it's not necessarily always going to be the best. It's going to be the right fit for you. The whole package. I like how Robbins is consistently harassing his attackman's gloves. Oh!
That was nice.
Is that braided roan with a, you call those an egg roll?
Little egg roll.
Egg roll, okay.
Yep. Kale Dow out of Colleyville, carrying strong.
Oh! Almost.
John
Johnny Robbins, another opportunity to see him. Wow.
He's way good.
Yes, yes.
He's way good.
That was fun to watch right there.
This little guy's good too. Ryan Ferrauti, your coach's son.
Mm-hmm. Good little turn back there by Christian Miracola.
Way to communicate. I'd like to see Ethan get behind his man's head on that one instead of being lazy and just cutting in front of him.
What do you think it's like for these rising ninth graders who have just played in the game where it's mostly their counterparts in that class to all of a sudden have to quickly change uniforms and then compete against kids that are 1 or 2 years older than them?
Well, the way we practice, we kind of practice everybody, especially those guys. We practice them up a lot.
Sure.
Just because we believe in playing up.
Sure.
So I think that they are a little more accustomed. And a lot of the rising freshmen that are in this game, from an athleticism standpoint, they probably are on par.
Right.
But there's obviously, when you're a younger guy, you don't want to make the mistake.
Sure.
So I think there's a little bit of that, but once they gain that comfort, then they just usually slide right in. That's also why we try and execute. We try and obviously we want to take advantage of our opportunities when we get them like this. A little back down.
I love
physical dodging.
I'm loving the dodging style of Brody Lowry from Rockwall. The lean in.
Spencer.
They counted it across the plane there. The refs have counted that.
He's strong.
Yeah.
He's grown about 6 inches since last year. He's a rising sophomore from Capel. My alma mater, big fan of Capel. Thumbs up. Cowboys. Entering cowboy country. It's almost time for a halftime here. Here we go, Paxton. Paxton does a pretty good job for a lefty getting the ball off the carpet. What's the score now?
Score is 3-5. Texas United.
Walking it down, Quinn Binney. Almost like the matchup.
Little invert.
Oh yeah.
Lots of teams were doing that this past season. They were trying to get the invert or double invert going. Oh! Invert or double invert going. Finding the favorable matchup at X.
Like this, a little drag. Spencer had it. Gosh, he's explosive. Head up, gotta move it. Had it. Nice save there by Milliken. This is fun to watch. Pretty good for some younger guys. I'm just pretty much... Oh, nice save. Luca Fasula came down, let it go. I'm just pretty amazed in general by the state of the game here in Texas. For the longest time there were people who thought there might be a lack of depth of talent in the state. you know. But there's so many kids playing at this point where it's pretty good. I really like what I'm seeing here.
Oh,
2-man game.
I'm not sure if you want to switch to Robbins though.
Yeah.
That's a good thing the Kai dished it immediately to Casey Wasserman.
So obviously, coach these guys who are on the field and the TNT group as well. And the day after ESD won the state championship, Nakai was out the field.
Yeah, told me that.
doing one-on-ones with Jonathan Robbins. So they.
I guess it's safe to say he was not burnt out.
No.
For the season.
No.
That's good. Lacrosse is just a fun sport overall. I mean, I think that's part of the reason why it's consistently been the #1 growing sport in the United States for a number of years now.
Jonathan Robbins is relentless.
Yeah, he's really sticking out
He's pretty good.
at this end of the field, this defensive end.
Coach K communicating over there. Tommy Sheets does not like his stick. He told me that, and he wants me to string a new one, so we're going to get that ironed out for him. Ryan Perotti looks inside.
You bring up a good point, Coach. Lots of times, if a player's struggling, I think the first thing you should do is check the pocket that he has in his stick.
Yeah.
Lots of times that can solve if you get a better piece of mesh, better shooting strings, just the whole package in there. It'll do wonders for a player.
It's important to be a magician. You have to have a quality wand.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and add some value on the sideline real quick. I'll be right back. You can take a break.
All right, everyone, we're going to break here for half. Just about 5 minutes, and we'll pop right back on. We'll see you shortly.
5 minutes.